Everyone, welcome to Mermaid Radio. I am Mami Olufunke, giving you the next 2 weeks universal energy reading using the 16 Cowrie and the Veve prophecy cards. Let's get started. The universal energy reading for the planet sees 5 Cowrie on the mat and Eshu Osayen in the Veve prophecy cards. And this reading is about spiritual awareness and moral etiquette and being aware, just being truly aware of the planet as a living entity and considering the planet as beautiful, and that we need to consider how we can keep her beautiful. No littering, no just actual out and out polluting, dumping untoward residues into the rivers and oceans. Ashe. The universal energy reading for the people for the next 2 weeks sees 8 Cowrie on the mat and Osayen Obatala in the Veve prophecy cards. And that is a wonderful reading for the planet. People will be feeling good about doing the right thing at all times and in all cases, so that people will get along. People will plan on, I guess now that it's Christmas time and it's the holiday time and people want gifts and people want to be recognized as, someone good and wholesome and someone that deserves a gift. So people might be on their best behavior for that occasion, but it's really a little deeper than that. And we should be on our best behavior at all times, in all cases anyway, so that we can develop our spirit well. Ashe. The universal energy reading for love sees 9 Cowrie on the mat and Ezilio Shun Ogun in the Veve prophecy cards. Here we need to use our cultural norms. What is our laws for gathering, our laws for being together. We need to use them so that we can be happy in our relations, know success in our relationships. In love, especially when we see 9 Cowries on the mat. 9 Cowries is the booming. I call it the booming reading, the booming number of Cowries, because it's Obeah. And Obeah, she's loud and she can be boastful. She's very proud and she's loud. And here we have to beware of being too loud in this part of the year. In love, you can try hard. Your mind don't dare go out with anyone else. Or you can be kind of calm in your approach to that same ethic. If you are not in a relationship at this time, before you do commit to another and get deeper than that, do get a reading about it to see if this person is actually going to be good for you. Especially people who come to you aggressively and they, want to say, okay, you're mine and we're doing this and we're doing that, and they haven't asked you any questions. You need to be very aware of that person. Do get a reading before you hook up with the next person, or if you're considering, letting someone go. This reading usually says this could be a time to shed an abusive partner at this time. Shay. The universal energy reading for money sees 8 Cowrie on the mat and Orumila Agbao Rune in the Veve prophecy cards. So here we are with our money, and it's Christmas time. 8 Cowrie says you should follow your plan and stick to your budget. Yes, some people will be alienated. Some people will be left out, and you can give them something small, a card or a balloon or some flowers or something to people who, if your budget has run out and you're down to the last little bit, it's a time to really think about, number one, think about you, think about how you're going to pay back all this money you're borrowing next year, and understand that after everything's said and done and the party's over and you close your door, whoever was in there with you before is going to be in there with you after, and all those other people will just take your kindness and your gifts and happily go on about their business. So just be careful, follow your budget, stick to your plan so that next year can come in and you can see some adding to your success, rather than paying back money that you didn't have and then you have to pay it back to start adding to your success after that's done, which could be 3 or 4 or 5 months from now. Ashe. The universal energy reading for our careers this next 2 weeks sees 7 Cowrie on the mat and Lingla Sutan boards in the Veve prophecy cards. So at this time of year, coming into the new year, people are really thinking about renegotiating their contracts. And 7 Cowrie says, don't press your arguments so far as to lose your job, as opposed to staying there at the same salary or getting half of what you hope to get as an increase. It's really a matter of figuring out what's important. I had a few people tell me that people aren't calling them back when they are applying for these jobs online. There are no responses. People aren't getting responses. I guess if you work in a sector where you are a rare gem, then you might get an answer back because someone needs a doctor that knows how to measure some certain thing going on in the body. And you are one of 8 people in the world that know how to do this. Yes, when you apply for that job, you most likely will get a call back. But if you are a janitor or a secretary or a person who does a more prolific job, dental assistant, medical billing, these kind of people are not getting calls back because they are applying online, and 98% of the companies are using AI to scan all these applications, and whatever protocol they put in to sort the people out, most people aren't getting a call back. If you get a call back, consider yourself lucky. But do not, I would say don't just take any old job, because then you could be miserable and depressed under 7 calories. Still try to apply for and look for the job that you want. But right now, that with the AI answering the phones and answering your emails to the company and sorting through resumes and whatnot, it's not the human being that's doing this work anymore that can see that, okay, so the person doesn't have this, and that, but they do have this, and we really need this, and we can train them in the other things. But when the AI sees that, they just toss that into the trash. So it's rough right now with careers. So be careful. Try not to lose your job, even though you want to negotiate for better pay, better hours, better vacation, better health and medical. Press your argument to the point where you know you will still be a valuable person on the team. Ashe. The universal energy reading for health and well-being sees 8 Cowrie on the mat and Dilogun in the Veve prophecy cards. Here, 8 Cowrie says you have a plan on how to keep yourself healthy. And with the Christmas coming and all the cakes and chocolates and fried chicken passing around, you will need to remember your plan. Because, 1 or 2 days of a holiday, really we're eating off our diet for the whole 2 weeks if we don't have some sort of semblance of remembering that we want to maintain excellent health. And some people have an ability to avoid cravings and just ignore cravings. A lot of people don't. And so you have, put a rubber band around your wrist, and when you see that chocolate cake in the restaurant window, even though it looks good, you snap yourself and you keep moving. So because you don't want to just overdo it and hurt yourself, especially people who aren't supposed to eat too much sugar. So follow the do's and don'ts of your particular situation. Make sure that you can what's in food before you eat it. It's all about the food and exercise, and it's really about following your plan and not your taste buds this next 2 weeks. Ashe. The universal energy reading for spiritual development sees 13 Cowrie on the mat and Olodumare Maza in the Veve prophecy cards. I didn't look at it before. I gotta look at it. Because 13 Cowries is rough. spiritual development. 13 carries on the physical level talks about sexually transmitted disease and lack of control when it comes to passion. But in spiritual development, it could be, well, and it also talks about negative magic being worked. So let's see. So, if we don't follow our prescription for health and well-being, we can find ourselves not feeling very well. And people will encourage you if they're not happy with your success, if they're not happy with their success, then they might try to blame you and invite you to do things that you don't need to be doing. So beware of that. But you need lifestyle change. It's talking about changing your lifestyle so that you can be in line with your destiny. Allah Damari Maza. We have to pull ourselves onto the right path. We have to pull ourselves onto the right path so that our abilities and skills, something that we do because we want to. So your abilities and your skills and your life plan have to be in line. Your skills, abilities, and life plan have to be in line so that you can move on the right path. You have to move on the right path. It's going to be hard over the next 2 weeks because people are going to offer you a lot of distractions. Do follow your plan, people. Be righteous and look for good in all things, in all situations. Look that you can present good in all things. If you can't present good in the situation, then you should not be part of it. If it does not follow your abilities and life plan, you don't need to worry about it at all. It's going to be a matter of focus over the next 2 weeks. And I told everybody, I told everybody that the next reading I did would be on Christmas Day. But as it turns out, the next reading that I do will be on New Year's Day. And I will be doing the New Year's reading for the whole year. I don't think that I will be doing the reading for the 2 weeks. I will do just one reading for the new year, and that will cover the first 2 weeks as well. Yeah. I made a mistake, and I wanted to let everybody know. So, if you like this information and find it useful, please like, subscribe, add notifications to know when the next video is available. I will be putting the timestamps on so that you can go directly to the information that you want to know about the planet, the people, love, money, career, health and well-being, or spiritual development. I am Mami Olufunke. This is Mermaid Radio. I'll see you again soon. Odabo.